Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Welcome to another episode of Cigars and Whiskey, the podcast that discusses love, relationships, sex, and dating from a male's perspective. I'm your guy, Ron Cole, and I'm joined by my guys, White Star GB,
What's shaking?
and we also have super producer Corey Cool in the building, Cool University.
What up, Dale?
Shout out to everyone tuned in on YouTube, on Facebook. Please remember to share so we can get more people to tap into the conversation. We have a great show for you guys tonight. Tonight, we are drinking Clyde Mays original Alabama style whiskey. All right. That was one of the main reasons why I got this one, because I wanted to figure out how Alabama style whiskey tasted. It's a very cheap bottle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like $25.
Okay.
I don't know if
Maybe that's it.
You know, Clyde Mays is not that expensive,
Right.
but I don't know if this is like a new rollout and they're testing it out because a lot of times whiskeys are notorious for like pushing it out cheap,
Yeah.
and then as time goes by, they start boosting up the price,
Okay.
boosting.
Okay.
So,
It tastes like a bourbon.
yeah, absolutely,
Sweet and
yeah,
full and yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
You just saying anything.
Fat
Fat nigga at the buffet.
Yeah, man. We'll get back into it. White Star GB.
Yo, I believe that's me.
How you been, man? How was your week?
I am chilling. I'm good, man. Life is good. Things is good. Everything is good. Weather breaking.
Mm.
Mental health is feeling great. The weather, I'm out in the sun. I'm doing some work in the yard. It's feeling good. I'm feeling great. Things are good. Like I'm ecstatic. My Duke's in town. We chilling. We watching some movies.
Mm.
Everything's good. My my bonding with like my family is through movies. I bond with individual people in my family through movies. Like with my mom, I'll do like Sister Act and Sister Act 2, stuff like that. My daughter, we run the gamut. She loves everything from Edward Scissorhands to Chucky, Child Play to um we recently got into like Legally Blonde. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I never watched that.
For real?
Yeah, no.
No. Yeah. And my wife and I, we haven't been able to bond on movies yet. I really.
What if somebody's not a movie person?
She's not a movie person, but I'm very much a movie person. And it's like,
what is she like, a TV show? Like
yeah,
a series person?
series. I cannot do series. I can't do series. I feel like you're hijacking 9 hours of my life, and I just can't commit to it.
Yeah, you can get me maybe for a half a season, maybe one season, but
yeah,
I normally I'll stop after a while.
I can't.
I'll stop after a while.
Yeah, once it became like the binging format, and I feel like I have the pressure. I have a pressure of watching something like a lot of it all at one time. I can't do it. I like to be slow rolled and watch like that, but I really enjoy movies.
Gotcha.
Like so that's cool. Another thing is the Artemis 2 landed. The space shuttle that went up to space for 23 days. And there was a black man.
You gotta move over.
There was a black man on it. Let me give him a little shout out. My boy. Hold on a second. I had it right here. Went away. Get my dude's name. Shout out my guy.
There's a black dude?
Victor Glover was on there. Shout out to him. And I wanted to ask you, Ron, is space real?
Yeah, I believe
What?
so.
I think it's you don't think anything's real. I'm a little disappointed. I didn't think you would think space was real.
I'm not gonna say space is not real.
Okay.
Do I think that everything they say happens in space is real? No,
okay. So what's fake about what people say about happens in space? Have humans been to the moon?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because it's you see how quickly technology advances.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Like we can like within like 30 to 50 years, it's so much technology that changes.
Mm-hmm.
And these one ship every once in a blue. It's a big deal. It's still a big deal when somebody goes to space.
It's a big deal.
But we've been doing it for how long?
Since like the 70s,
Yeah.
upwards of 50 years. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, why?
Why are we going up there?
Why hasn't that advanced so quickly?
Oh,
I don't know, maybe a science person could tell me.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, but I just see how these smarty art people
Mm-hmm.
they revolutionize things so quickly,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I think either it's because it's done on purpose or what you're selling
Well,
me
maybe they
might
got
be fugazi.
sidetracked. Maybe they saw there's nothing really up there. There's not enough. Okay, they went up there. Ain't really. I think it was the race to get there first, right? And then once you got up there first, it's like, all right, so we have enough to like bring back here. We can't terraform it. We can't live on it. It's not like real estate. You know what I mean? We can't.
Everything's real estate. Though.
Yeah, but we kind of can't. You could kind of claim it, but you kind of really can't. You know what I mean? Because we can't operate on there yet. So I think people are working on that down here, but we're moving forward with other things like, weapons and things to like, let's hold down Earth first, and then we'll get up there. That would be my estimate. I think from that first trip, there's enough that we seen that we don't really got to go back and forth. We don't got to spend a lot of money to go back and forth.
You do spend a lot of money,
right?
The government spends a lot of money.
Yeah, they did, but I think they spend a lot less now.
No,
they
they
working
actively
on other things.
It's a lot of money spent.
Okay,
right? You think Elon Musk is spending all his own money for like SpaceX? I think he has government contracts,
Mhm.
and through that, we're talking about they're spending billions of dollars for this shit. But it's like, all right, it's still like, I don't even know if it's 50-50. That some shit might crash and burn. You know what I mean? Like, we should at least get that down pat, right? In 50 years, just getting there, just getting back and forth. I'm not talking about who's gonna stake their claim in space and who's gonna have, like, I'm gonna colonize Saturn or Jupiter or whatever.
So I asked Google Gemini, why haven't humans been back to the moon? So it said it basically boils down to the shift from winning a race, which was being the first person, to building a sustainable presence. Like we were there already. So now we took enough back to like, okay, what we're gonna do to be able to live on there and to be able to make like a base on there. So mixed with some massive hurdles in budgets and politics. The first is the cost and political will. Apollo cost about $250 billion in today's dollars. That was crazy. Changing priority. For decades, NASA focused on shifting away from moon tours to low Earth orbit and robotic exploration. And there's been a lot of canceled projects and technical hazards. The moon is actually a nightmare for hardware. The dust is like powder glass and it's abrasive and it sticks and it gets in all types of equipment. So, like all things, it's just not profitable right now.
Profitable. What are you talking about?
Not profitable. It's a waste of money, basically.
It's mad shit that's a waste of money.
All right.
But until you get there and you colonize an area, that's where the profits come in.
Okay.
Right? You figure out what resources it has, and then you take advantage of the resources, and then you profit from there going forward. Okay. But to say it's not profitable to own, to just conquer more lands, like that's what we do. That's what human beings do.
Yeah, but to conquer it, you're gonna have to be able to sustain it and be on, you know what I mean, hold it down. I can stick that, we're not there with the moon yet.
Okay, but if you look at how much they probably spend every year
Yeah.
on the shit that they're doing, why aren't they go? Like, yo, it should have been to a point where we figured this out.
Mm.
You should know
I think
the
they
environment.
figured it out. I think they figured out it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? I think they seen it and was like, yo, you know what? We good on that. Maybe let someone else do the work.
They just said the moon though.
Yeah.
They said the moon.
Well, the moon is like the moon is probably the closest, and then it's Mercury. Mercury is way too hot because Mercury is too close to the sun, and everything gets way too far out. So,
Yeah, you know what? Maybe it is Fugazi. Maybe all this shit is Fugazi.
Here we go. Now we kicking on. I had to slow walk over.
You know why?
Come on, my boy.
No, because when
Come
niggas
on,
start, yo, you start talking like you've been there, like, yeah, because Mercury too hot and this and that.
How I know,
like, yeah, how you know? Nigga, like, how they know? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Dark and hell is hot, nigga. Yeah, that was my week, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for being wrong.
Corey, cool.
What up, Dale?
How was your week, man? How you been?
Man, I've been good, man. Lot going on.
Cool.
Let's see, where do I want to start? A couple things. Great interview the other night. Pretty Peace, the Long Island artist here.
Pretty Peace.
It was fun. I haven't interviewed anybody in a good while, so it was really good. Really good to
What town she from?
She's from Bellport.
Shout out to Bellport.
So yeah, it was really good to have a conversation with somebody across the desk again, you know what I mean, and play music. So that was fun. Gearing up for Record Store Day, which is very important and a fun day for me. Which is this Saturday coming up, next Saturday, I guess you want to call it. So yeah, gearing up for that, to hit the ground and, dig through some crates and see what I could come up with, man.
What's your gem? What's your joint you see? What's your grill that you don't have yet? You see it, you're buying it right, like you're happy. Like, yo, I'm looking for this.
I don't know, because I've gotten a lot of what I was. See, the reason why is because buying records, again, has changed the way I actually think about albums. So there's a lot of nostalgic albums that I once grew up on and wanted. And then when you get home, you put that album on and you get your little cup of tea or coffee and you sit down, you quickly realize how good an album was or not.
Okay.
When you got to get up and move the needle and skip some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, what was the last sleeper? What's the last joint you ran through and was like, oh, this
is good or bad? We mean
good.
No, I want to know which one you was like, this. You thought it was a hot album, then you bought the album and you like, oh, man, skips on this shit.
What you call it?
Too many of those.
Yeah, it's a lot. One that kind of caught me off guard was Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood.
Are you like that?
Not when it comes to playing it on a record. There was some beats there that and just tracks that I was just kind of like, oh man, like this kind of this had me.
I guess it was a time in my life where I was playing that
shit. Now
crazy.
It's Dark and Hell's Hot. That worked. That went through.
Yeah.
That went all the way through. But there's a big difference between that and then when you play, because also too there's a dichotomy where a great record, you can put it on either side, A or B, and it plays all the way through.
Right.
And it almost sounds like a different album when you go from one side to the other.
Part of my ignorance, records got A sides and B sides?
Yes.
Okay.
Some of them may be, you may have multiple records, maybe four records and three records in
I thought records were just the top part.
No. It's two sides.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Right. Nothing compares to like D'Angelo Brown Sugar.
Right.
That you put on and it goes all the way through.
Yeah.
You flip it all the way through. Sometimes now I play it maybe B side first.
Yeah.
And then flip to the A side.
Music Soul Child.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So
Jones.
So now what I don't have I Just Want to Sing. So if I see that, I'm gonna grab it.
Got you.
There's a list, right? So every Record Store Day, there's a full list that goes out. of special edition records that come out specifically for Record Store Day. You can find that probably at Record Store Day. I think it's recordstoreday.com.
Mm.
But it's a whole thing. There's hundreds of records that come out.
Well, doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose of like
Of
record?
what?
You want the it's now it's kind of it's not like they're like
So, like I said,
they're selling things to you now.
no. So, well, like I said,
The record companies know you're coming, and now they're releasing records for you to come. They're like retroing Jordans now.
yeah, but it's not a new concept though.
But that kind of takes away from what I would think would be the fun of
So for me,
finding a record.
for me, I don't go to chase the list.
Okay.
I don't chase the list.
Yeah,
I go there.
I don't think I wouldn't.
You
either.
know,
Yeah.
now what I do like, now don't get me wrong, when I walk up in the spot, I'm going to go to the RSD section and see what they got in there. Like,
Yeah.
I think I got a last year I bought Snoop Dogg Doggy Style on Record Store Day.
Taking that.
I bought what else? I bought
What color is that record?
it's the green, like the green smoke, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah, I'm buying that.
Fire.
fucking
Fire.
everybody.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
buying that. I'm
fire.
buying that.
Fire,
Yeah,
fire.
that is fire.
What else I bought last Record Store Day? I think I
I'm
bought
buying that shit, nigga.
I bought the Beatles,
Beatles.
the one where they're
That's
walking
garbage.
across the. Hey man, listen.
What is it called?
You
Abbey
asked
Row
me-
or something
Buy
like that?
because you got to.
You asked me a question and
I know, but you know, I
you
got
always
shit on
judge
you.
it. You always judge it. I didn't have
No, you
Abbey
judge
Road.
you.
Yes, I bought that. I bought Michael Jackson Dangerous last Record Store Day.
Ooh, what color is that?
I haven't opened it yet.
Oh, we ain't cracked that.
Yeah, it's not cracked. All my most
Where would you fall with like a Naughty by Nature OPP? No, what was the name of the album? The name of the album was Ghetto Bastard. What's the name of Naughty by Nature?
honestly
First
not
album.
not enough.
I don't think it
What
was
else I
Ghetto
buy?
Bastard. I think Ghetto Bastard wasn't it?
That was the first single.
That
I
was
thought
that was
the
one
name
of the singles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think two Record Store Day. I really had a great one. Two Record Store Day. I bought
Naughty 93 or something.
1993.
1993.
Yeah,
What did I
correct.
buy? Because not last Record Store Day, but the one before, I went all the way from Suffolk County all the way to Manhattan. I stopped at a couple stores. I stopped at
Sheesh. That's
the
a day.
VP Record. It's a full day for me. I stopped at the VP Records out there in Queens. I got a chance to meet Miss Pat, which was amazing. I
Right.
bought the Super Cat album there. I bought a record for LaShawn, the Bob Marley, which was fire because it's like the green, red, and So, like I said, for me, it's a great day. I'm gonna try to do some content around it. If anybody's interested, I'm gonna be starting at Looney Tunes around. I think is my wife off that day? I think she's off. So I'm gonna be starting at Looney Tunes around 12, which is out east. And then I'm not gonna go too crazy. I'm gonna come back to Needle and Groove around 2:00, and I'm gonna grab a couple there. So
Yeah, I'm probably gonna meet you
got
there.
a couple dollars saved. Not a lot, but I'm spending. I'm
What's the budget for that? What could you expect to pay
for me.
yeah, I mean for
Oh, for me, I'm setting aside maybe a little 3-4.
Ooh, ain't playing.
Yeah, I don't really know. This is a holiday for me.
Mhm.
But listen, I say, this is what I say: come out, bring about 100, bring about $100, and just,
Right.
you
get something, nigga.
because remember, each record is going to cost you about $40. But there's always crates where you can get records for, like, okay, I bought Marvin Gaye, Let's Get It On. I want to say an original press. Then it cost me like $9 or something like that. So you get some of those, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's just about having fun and supporting your local record stores. And so that's this weekend. I'm gonna have a great time. I got a little bit of company halfway through the trip. I'm excited about.
Mhm.
And yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what it's about, man. And cooluniversity.com for everything else.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
man. How about your week, man?
My week was cool, man.
Yeah?
I was just happy to get back. Happy to get back on the mic, man. Yeah.
Wife, you had a birthday?
Oh yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to us. Thank you for that.
Saved us.
Because
Saved his marriage.
we didn't record last week, so yeah, that was one of the reasons why. Yeah, we just we did dinner. I try to do something like multiple nights anyway.
That's nice. Make it
Like,
like
yeah. So we went out a couple nights. I bought a couple gifts or whatever. Then we still got to go somewhere tomorrow because we went all the way to New Jersey to go. She wanted to go shooting range and shoot some guns. And we get there at like 8, but the place closes at 10. And they were super, super busy.
I can imagine.
And they didn't have an instructor to give us the class before we could enter the range. So they gave us like a ticket to get like a free hour of shooting next time we come or whatever. So we're gonna go tomorrow. And yeah. So we still celebrate.
Oh, you going back tomorrow?
Yeah, we're gonna go back tomorrow.
Anything you hope to shoot?
No.
Okay.
It's nothing in particular. Like,
all right.
I might have shot a gun one time in my life.
Hey.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, yo,
Rambo. Heard him.
So I'm probably gonna shoot something.
You shot the Tech 9 at the park.
I want to shoot probably like a 9mm or whatever.
All right.
A handgun,
okay.
and maybe like some type of assault rifle.
Let's go.
You know what I mean? So maybe like I don't know if they have like an AK or some shit on. You know what I mean?
School shooter special.
Yeah. So
good.
we'll see.
Let's go.
Yeah. Again, shout out to everyone tuned in on YouTube, on Facebook. Please remember to share so we can get more people to tap into the conversation. All right. So tonight we are drinking Clyde Mays original Alabama style whiskey. All right. This is a 85 proof, 4-year age whiskey finished with a hint of dried apple, creating a smooth, medium bodied profile with caramel and orchard fruit notes. I kind of get that.
Yeah.
It's inspired by Clyde Mays' original moonshine technique. This award-winning Alabama-style spirit is technically a specialty whiskey rather than a traditional bourbon. All right. Color is very, very. It's really dark too. But yeah, it's a little robust, man. If I to describe it. Yeah, it's pretty good. So far, so good. So we'll see how it fares, and we'll come back and we'll let you know how it fares overall. All right, so let's jump right into the show.
I want a divorce. He sat there quiet. I'm sitting next to him crying. He didn't move. He didn't look at me. He didn't react at all. He just was stone cold. Our therapist was like, would you like to respond? So he responded right away, and he's like, fine, let's just go ahead and finalize the details.
Oh, that was the problem.
And that was that. And I just was like, I looked at my therapist and I was just like kind of stunned. Like I knew that I was ready to leave that day, but I couldn't believe that that was his reaction. There was no empathy. There was no compassion. There was no like wanting to fight for us, which I didn't think that there would be, but you just always hope that like one last try, We went home that night. We didn't speak. He slept on the couch. He was playing PlayStation that night. And I said, can we talk about what happened yesterday? And he was just playing, just looking straight ahead. And he just kept playing. And he was like, I already got an apartment. I already took my name off of the lease. He had done things within that 24 hours. He had opened up the filing folder of his single man life and went ahead and got all this shit done. Try,
Nigga dug up his old roster, everything, man. He did the math. The computer's puting. You don't got it. Come on now. Nigga dug him out pulling him out like Thriller, nigga. Thriller night now. They in the street dancing for homeboy.
Okay.
Yo.
All right.
Cups up to homeboy, man. If that's the real story. She put the cart before the horse, though. Like, why would she call a meeting with the mediator, with the lawyer, to ask for a divorce and want to talk about it after? Like, what's all the talking about after? Like,
from what I gather, I've been seeing a lot of women that they feel like they're to the point where they may want to end the relationship, but they still they still use it as they're still using it as sort of like a bargaining chip to try to, I guess, get the man to be who they want them to be, or they want them to change, or whatever issues that they have to correct them. And
Can we stay there for like a quick minute? Can
Mhm.
we put a pin in that situation right there? It's got to be tough for a woman to wait for a man to ask for their hand in marriage, but he's not completely the person that she wants to be married to, or she envisioned she wants to lead her, or things like that. But how realistic is it to be in a situation like marriage with somebody and expect them to change? Like, isn't it like, does it happen more often than we kind of think it does?
I don't think, I think men, women, whoever, either one, if you can't see yourself
Men
with
don't have that problem.
what?
Men do not. The majority of men do not get married to a woman that they're expecting them to change.
I would,
I don't think
no, I would say
that's
the
not
majority
that.
of men.
Maybe
I
your
don't know.
first
I
wife,
wouldn't
you know what I
say,
mean? Like, what?
I wouldn't say you. So you said you think the majority of women get with a man that
They're already in a relationship with him. They're hoping he's going to change while they're in a relationship, and then we're getting married, and then we have kids, and it's like, I kind of wish you
okay,
were kind of more this way. I kind of wish you dressed a little bit more this way. I kind of wish you would mature a little bit more. I kind of wish you would be more affectionate. I kind of wish you were, but you asked me to marry you. I love you. We're in this deep. And it's like,
but
here
you can
we
see,
are. I don't want to blow this whole thing up because this is like the line of there's more good than bad. So it's like, all right, I got to make a decision right now, but let's work on these things on the back end. And then they kind of fall into this situation. If I was to sympathize with women, this is how I would think.
okay,
No,
okay. But
they're kind
either
of like
way,
in a
if you
situation.
can't, if you couldn't fully accept that person the way they are at that moment of getting married, or whatever flaws and things that they have, then there's no sense in getting married.
My thing is that it's harder when you're not making the decision. Like the woman isn't asking for the man's hand in marriage, so it's not like she can give like another 8 months to see if this thing works out. He's asking her now, so it's like, okay, we're taking each other as it is. Like the cake is ready now. The cake is out the oven now. We can't put it in the
Yeah,
fridge any longer.
I think most marriages, they reach a point where we feel like, maybe it's time to take that next step.
Most relationships,
I think
going
most,
into marriage.
yeah,
Okay.
especially first marriages.
Yeah.
Now, second marriages, I think they're a little bit different, and it's just I haven't gone through it, so I can't really say. It's just my opinion.
Mhm.
Is that um I think once people have already been through it, they feel like they know the signs of, all right, I want to jump right into it. Or
Oh yeah.
you might feel like, depending on how old you are, you might be like, yo, I got to kind of fast track the whole situation.
Mm.
So I'm willing to jump in something. And also, when you're older and it's a newer relationship, you could propose to a woman before she really gets to see exactly who you are. See any of your bad traits.
Yeah.
Because if you propose to somebody within like 6 to 9 months,
Yeah.
there's a whole host of shit that you could just be hiding.
Get deathbed. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So, but
yeah, going back to what you were saying as far as
what?
No, talking about the clip.
Yeah, I believe women use it's sort of like in a sense, like a last ultimatum in a sense.
Yeah.
And or I think part of it could be that even out the door, they want to see you still try to get back with them. I don't know if it's for it's something that's like self-validating or something like that,
Mhm.
where even out the door he still wanted to be with me.
Yeah.
And but I don't understand, like, if you really wanted me to fight for the relationship, why not work with me versus doing something that's final, is filing divorce papers and we're going along with the process.
What would that look like?
um you could kind of let me know, like, yo, this is reaching a boiling point, right?
So is that not a threat?
Yeah, it is a threat,
Mm.
or not necessarily a threat. It's not really a threat. It depends on, well, most people would take it as that if you're defensive.
Yeah.
Right. If you're the type of person, and a lot of people are, that soon as somebody says something about our shortcomings, we want to get on the defensive. And then a lot of the times our comeback is, well, yeah, I might do this wrong, but you do this wrong too. Right. It's not like, even as men, when it comes to certain things, like when it comes to that, we're not that accountable, especially in the moment. It may take us some time.
Okay. I disagree, but
Okay, I'm saying I don't.
I think most men are very receptive to what's going on. I think men are very simple. Most men aren't really that emotional, so we're more logical, pragmatic.
All right,
as long as there's food and pussy, we can work around.
I hear
everything
you.
Else.
But what I'm trying to say is that if your wife offers you an ultimatum, not just saying, yo, I believe this is a problem, she's talking to you a certain way, but if she says, like, yo, if you don't do this shit, I'm gonna leave you.
To me, you already left. Like, yo, if you could talk to me like that, you gone.
It don't have to.
Like,
it doesn't have to be that blunt. It could be somewhere like, yo, well, let's just say,
I don't want to be married to someone who talks to me like that.
What if they don't talk to you like that? They say it a little bit. They say it a little bit nicer, right? Yo, I believe this is a problem.
My wife wouldn't talk.
And this,
I wouldn't talk to my wife like
all
that.
right. What if your wife says to you, yo, you're drinking. Your drinking's getting out of hand or whatever. I didn't envision my life being like this, my marriage being like this, and if it's gonna be like this, I'm gonna have to exit. We're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do with this relationship. Is that like saying?
Then I have to put myself.
It's lightly saying, like, ultimatum, but
it's a tough one. Now I have to put myself in the mind of an alcoholic. Now I want to choose to drink over if my drinking is out of hand and she's telling me it's out of hand.
A lot of times for us, it's not about the actual problem. It's about the way.
No, it's about the problem.
No, it's
always about the
most of the time, people take more offense not to the problem. It's about how it was presented to them. Right? Where people feel like you can't judge me unless you're God himself, right? You're not perfected. So you're trying to talk to me about my issues that I have, but you have issues too. And I think that's where a lot of us as human beings, I don't think it's just men, women, or whatever. It's men or women.
Yeah.
Where it's like, yo.
I'm not personalize it because I kind of really can't. It's a feminine trait to act like that, and I think it's kind of weak. Like, I kind of feel like it's not really.
There are men that will say you're not this, and I want to leave you.
That's girly. Like that's a girl way of doing. Like that's why would you ask her to marry? Like, who would do that? Just do it if you're gonna do it. Pull the trigger. Like, we don't really give out empty threats. You know what I mean? We live in a world of consequences. Like, fix it. We come up with solutions. If the solution is for us to separate and not be with each other, but when we're saying it, that's when it's gonna happen. Like we're not gonna say it not for it to happen. Which brings me back to the clip. It's like she dragged them all the way to a mediator to finalize things about a divorce. You already made your decision. So when we get home, what's there to talk about? Like,
so
sucking dick. Like, what are you doing? Like, what do you have to offer me? Like, at this point, you want to talk after all that?
Because of the way it made you feel, though.
Huh?
Because of the way it made you feel.
No, because of the because of the decision you made. It's not about okay, if you want to, yeah, it made me feel like you made a decision for your life already. And honestly, I'm on board with it. If you're there, I'm there. Like I'm not gonna grovel. I'm not gonna beg and grovel because like.
Do you feel like people give up on relationships or marriages too easy?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's a form of self-preservation.
what do you mean?
You gotta protect yourself over
You got to protect
else.
your feelings.
Yeah, fine. Or your feelings. Yeah.
But
your feelings.
technically,
Men have feelings. Yeah, you got to protect
when you
your
think
feelings.
about it, though, you're
not gonna be with someone because that's abuse. Someone's coming to you.
That's abuse.
If it works, yes. Okay. Every time someone has a disagreement with you, if they just hold that we're gonna get a divorce over your head, and they see that it works, you know what I'm saying? That's abuse. Like, okay, you're gonna hold your finger over the nuclear button every time I don't take the garbage out. This is why we're getting a divorce. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, once you see it works once, now I'm a slave to you. Now it's just like, yo, I'm in an abusive relationship. Now it's just like, yo, you just gonna hold this over my head anytime you read. You made the decision. You made the big girl decision to walk your little narrow ass down to that freaking mediator. You know what I mean? Make an appointment. Talk about, we having a whole divorce. You ain't talking about working or nothing. You talked about ending our future.
Okay.
So let's end this.
Well,
shit.
we don't have all the full context.
No, we don't.
But
stop playing with niggas, yo.
It's
stop playing with niggas.
If you're going to
nigga doing the math. He doing the math. He in the head. You like, oh, word? That's how we doing it.
If you're going to
here.
propose to a woman, right?
Yeah.
And you say you're in love with her with all your heart and death do your part.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not saying grovel, but maybe the relationship would be worth fighting for. I don't know.
What's that look like? Okay, yo, boom. You cheated. Fight. You fight when you do something wrong. If you just live your life and you just not holding up to her fucking standards, eat a dick.
That's giving up a little bit too easy.
Eat a fucking dick.
Choke on it. You're not thinking about the
just
union.
Another
you're
human.
Thinking about yourself.
You're just another human. Like, you're just another person. I'll find another person. If I'm not good enough for you, why am I fighting for you? This is
why people be getting divorced.
Because my wife loved me like cook food. She would never do that to me. Like, she loved me like, I chose the perfect woman. I chose the perfect wife. I would never have to deal with anything like that. If I dealt with something like that, I know I was fucking up. I was doing some foul shit. But just because I didn't take out the garbage, or I'm not dressing the way she likes to, or
you're minimizing it, though.
or I'm in a downturn in financially, you know what I mean, or things that people go through, the peaks and valleys of freaking life, you know what I mean, or I'm not the healthiest at the moment, mentally, physically, whatever, and we have to strap up, you know what I mean, our belt, and we got to tighten up with resources. She's a little frustrated with certain things like that. She's not leaving me over that. Not leaving me over like non-egregious thing. They are deal breakers in relationships.
Do you know what your wife's deal breakers are?
Probably infidelity. Probably.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like that would be, but anything short of that, we're gonna work our way through it. But if someone's so fickle and playing with my name, you playing in my like you playing with me. Who you think I am? All right, let me show you. Shout out to homie, man. Pull out something for the homie. So let's talk about a nigga who did grovel and got his chick back. Let's go to the next clip.
Okay.
Let's go to. Didn't Judge O'Brien get his shorty back? That nigga was begging, boy. Baby, I'm begging, baby, I'm begging, baby. Yeah, there you go. Begging ass nigga.
Okay.
It probably ain't no clip for it. The nigga begging so much. Here we go.
Come on.
Thank you. Isn't this beautiful? Mwah. And that's not for television. We kiss all the time, y'all.
Okay, so I mean, I have to ask, how are you guys doing? The internet loves you two together. I mean, how's it going?
We're doing well. You know, I think what happens is sometimes in life, God has to break you down to lift you up and put you on another mission. You know, as a street kid, went to jail, came out. I was on a mission to help street youth, and I have for 25 years. Now, I'm on a mission to help Black love. How about that?
Okay, so is he out of the doghouse a little bit? What would you say? Is he out of the doghouse a little bit or something?
That's for her to say, but I think so. But I'm not going to be arrogant enough and cocky enough to speak for her.
Okay, so how much longer until the instigation between you two? What are we finally? Are we just?
We're standing here right now together.
Speaks for itself.
To see you two out in the.
Seen her face when he said he at the doghouse. George Brown got caught in some pussy. Like let's just he ain't just get caught in the open.
It's Mathis.
Black
Judge. Just call him Black Judge, right?
Yeah, Mathis got caught. Mathis got a baby somewhere in Memphis. Yeah, Skeet still skeeting. Let's go, my boy. Yeah, man. Begging ass nigga. Yeah, he got caught out there. Cause she didn't even want to say like, yo, he out the doghouse. She ain't want to say anything. Yeah, man, we about to roll this out. We got to roll this Black love out. Like
I guess that's what you got to do, man. I think as married men, right, or being in a relationship, there's a certain level of submission you have to have. I don't think men will admit it. A lot of men will admit it. And women somewhat too. You know what I mean? It goes both ways. Probably, you know, curving more for a man.
So men are more submissive than women are?
No, I'm not saying that. I said men have to curve themselves more than women do.
As far as what?
It's more of a natural thing.
Curve themselves as far as what? Attraction to?
No. I mean, like,
please be clear, my friend.
You know, we become sort of domesticated in a sense. You know what I mean?
In what ways?
Where, like, let's just say, for instance, if we were a wolf and now we're like a house dog,
right?
In a sense, you know what I mean? When I say domesticated,
food on the regular.
You know what I mean? Yeah. We're not
howling outside. You like, damn, man, popping out there in the moon. Oh, damn, I'm stuck in the house in the moon up, baby. I hear you.
Like, because you got to think about it like this. If this dude, yeah, it's a lot. It's
ghetto bird out there.
Yeah, man. Think about it. Judge Mathis was a single older man with his resources and everything like that. Mm-hmm. His attitude would be probably way more different. You know, way different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a difference between a dude when he's single and when he's in a relationship. You know what I mean? Because he has to think about who he's dealing with or who he's with. He has to always keep in mind of that woman's feelings.
Yeah.
Or whatever he does do, how it will affect her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's certain things that men will do as single dudes that they probably would not even do or think about doing when they're in a relationship.
Yeah, right. That's a no. Like,
but I don't think it's a thing for women. Like
what? Like what's the main like? Besides having sex with random women, like what? How different are we? How different are married men than single men?
I don't think you have to. You don't even have to worry about resources, finances. You don't have to worry about being clean. You don't have to.
So a single man doesn't have to like groom himself.
Men, no. If you don't have
single men have to worry about that more. I think single men have to worry about money and cleanliness and presenting yourself more than married men do.
Maybe their presentation.
Yeah, they're in the market.
I don't think as far as
there's a certain thing as the dad bod.
No, there's definitely a certain thing. But other than that, like as far as you paying for a date is different than you paying for somebody's car note. because that's your wife.
Driving a Corvette or driving a minivan is the difference. When you're single, you're looking for chicks. Like you're out there, like you're spending a lot more money. Like you're out, you save money.
You have choice. You have choice. You have a choice.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You don't like whether you have when you have a woman.
More.
No, when you have a woman that you are responsible for,
right.
like, and whether you go on a date or how many dates as a single man, you still have to pay that car note. You still have to make sure you have a place to live for that woman. You have to, then if you have a family, you have to make sure your kids are provided for and everything like that. Right. So, if you're a single dude, like if you want chicks, you might have to go a bit hard. But if you don't need mad chicks or whatever, or you got a chick or whatever, or you just want to have sex every now and again, you could live with your moms. You could live in a little studio apartment. You could eat ramen every night if you want to. You could get your hair cut. Oh, well, not even your haircut. We're not even talking about the looks or whatever like that. But you don't have to. There's a lot of shit you don't have to do. It's not required. When you have somebody and you're in a relationship with somebody, that shit is required. So that's why I'm saying, as far as like a married man or a man in a relationship has to change a lot more than a single dude. We don't even really have a choice in the matter.
Cool. Anything on that?
I don't know. I don't know. What's the exact question?
Give
me a question.
The exact question is, would you give a married man advice to fight for his relationship? Fight for his marriage. Especially if it's something not like infidelity. If it's just, she just got a couple things she just doesn't like about you.
Well, I mean, if you have children and stuff like that, yes, I would say you should do the most that you can to not let the bond go under, right? Because that's a big part of the union. When you have children or whatever. I would say, I don't know, like, see, infidelity is the thing that could turn something that was going great upside down.
Yeah.
But
that's
I think so
that's the one. I'm
just saying that's the one that
that's the button.
Automatically flips the whole thing upside down, right? If you take that off the table, usually there was signs kind of all the way through. It's not a wake up, oh, things are bad kind of thing.
Okay, so
what I'm saying?
It was going to
direction. You kind of knew.
But you weren't taking it seriously, right?
Like, right.
I hate when you wear.
Right. Now,
see, you keep minimizing.
I really wish you wear fedoras more.
I don't think it's
I like that neo look. Like, I want you to wear fedoras everywhere you go down there. I won't wear no fedoras.
No, let's say an issue could be, you're prioritizing your friends more so, where you go out and you hang out.
Good. Thank you, Core. Thank you, Core.
All times of night. Let's say you come home.
You home last night.
Yeah, well, it could be that. It could be your lack of what's the word I'm looking for? Let's say things aren't good around the house, or you're not what am I looking when you're trying to proactiveness, let's just say. Let's say you're not proactive with certain
stuff
things.
Stuff falling apart.
You're like, fuck it, whatever,
Yeah, but I wasn't a man's man when you met me.
Once again. Now listen.
Oh, now.
No,
because I'm
gonna tell you this right now.
Task rabbit.
I'm not handy. I'm not a handy guy.
Figure it out.
But if I see something going on, I'll attempt. And then when my attempt doesn't go right, I know to pick up the phone and make the phone call to make it work.
Yeah.
All right. I'll even give you an example. All right. So initially, like the gardener is lived next door to where we lived before. right? He does my mother-in-law's house. So my wife initially got the contact of the gardener, right? Because it was through her mother. Her mother gave her the contact, and she was the initial link to the gardener. And just this year, I'm like, give me his number. Like, let me talk to him. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now, big deal? No, if she could talk to the gardener, that's fine. Same thing went with the sprinkler guy. The guy who gave us, who we bought the house from, right, gave us a contact, and my wife initially was speaking to the sprinkler guy. But I'm like, all right, let me have that. Let me have some, let me take that from you, that communication, just because it's kind of like maybe you just don't really need to worry about the sprinkler. If I can handle that part, I'll handle that part.
Yeah.
But you see, that's me attempting to be proactive. Now, could I see in another man's maybe story, that woman could initially be like, yo, I have to call everybody. I have to talk to everybody. I have to get everybody over here. If the plumber, if the shit breaks, I got to call this. I got to call that.
Yeah, that's wild. Because that's boys work anyway.
Right. But my point is, you can see that being an issue.
Definitely.
If you have children, right? Think about it. All three of us have children that come home. We know that they got homework, right?
Yeah.
Now, what happens if over years you never say, hey, y'all got homework? Let me help y'all. Let me try.
Mm-hmm.
When your mother get home, she'll help you with the homework. And but I'm just saying, year and year now, pile that with the stove breaking and she has to call.
Nah, but then you get worthless. What the fuck? All right, now I understand.
But
you got to be on the woman's side now.
It
ain't doing nothing.
All right, it can't just be as men. If I don't cheat, then I'm a good dude. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As long as there's no infidelity, then I'm a good dude. Right. Like we can't. I don't think we could just.
You got me.
You can't shoot ourselves that much better.
I hate niggas now too. Yeah.
Right, but
right, yeah.
That
nigga you described is
just saying,
annoying.
Right? Think about it.
Yeah, nigga is worthless.
Your lady's gonna cook. Right?
Yeah.
Now, what happens if you eat? You take your plate, scrape it out, throw it in the sink, go downstairs and turn the game on. Right? Now, but I'm just saying it's so honestly, I think it otherwise.
Nah, but what's wrong with that?
You gotta try to wash the dishes, man.
I wash the dishes, man. Bro, bring me a beer while I'm downstairs. Crazy. Don't go too far now.
GB,
don't get too crazy now.
GB, that's why I want to be like you when I grow up. My life doesn't work like that. You know what I mean?
Crazy now, nigga.
You know what I mean? I'm just
you hear the alarm clock and the nigga wake
up. Don't post that shit.
But
I clip that shit right up. Like, I was wilding. Make sure you don't put that out.
You making it hot, boy.
But I thought she knew all this. She do it, right? Nah,
Throwing in her face.
I can't say nothing about it.
It's for TV.
Yeah.
No, but
picture like she on the podcast and she like shit break. You can tell that Fred Flintstone nigga go fix the shit. Me fix things. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can make shit sound bad.
Now, don't get me wrong.
You gotta be, but you know what I mean?
That is, hold on, I'm just saying that is what it is.
Right.
The great philosopher J. Rod said, women get to wear hats in church.
J.
So if the shit breaks and their wife is like, yeah, well, listen, I'm gonna just go, my husband gonna go up there and fix that. He better go fix that. That they can do that. All right.
They need to do that.
They can do that. They can say that.
Don't talk to a man about shit in my house.
We can't.
I'm fixing that.
It's wrong when we do shit like that. But long story short, my only point was usually infidelity or domestic violence. Those are quick flips of the coin.
Okay.
Right.
Let me reverse suplex it though. I'm gonna leave it with you though. Why would a man file for divorce? Because we always hear these women filing for
initially
divorce.
I would think number one.
Infidelity.
No, number one, I don't think he wanted to do it in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
He could have been forced into the situation. Let's say he found out she was pregnant and all right, I'm gonna try to make this work. I'm gonna try to make it right. I'm gonna try to create this storybook, but deep down inside, I never wanted this, right? Yeah. And then now that I'm in this, she's complaining that she's tired, or you know what I mean, like
I'm talking about lack of bonds.
I'm just saying, but I do believe. Listen,
You think that would be a valid reason?
Yeah, nigga, she drying that shit up on you, nigga. What? No
You can work
bonds?
that out. I'm saying lack
You
of
gonna
bonds.
work it out?
You filing divorce?
What? No, if she like try to punish you, like yo, every
No, I'm
time
not
she
saying-
mad at you,
Don't
that's
get
what lack of
extreme.
buns is.
Maybe she's like, all right, I thought we were having enough sex, but like, yo, you'd be like, nah, my sex drive is high.
we definitely not have. If there's a stark discrepancy within y'all relationship on how many times y'all having sex, how often it should be happening, that probably should be a cause.
That's grounds for divorce.
I think so. As a man, yeah, it's called abandonment. Like it is ground.
No, because I think the law says that. I think I heard a woman say this. It's like if you have sex with a dude like once or twice a year,
Once or twice a year.
that alleviates those what would you say was the reason? Abandonment?
Mhm.
Yeah. I think it's like a minimum amount of times you got to have sex with the guy in order so he can't claim abandonment. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I want to hear from. I want to hear from guys that file for divorce, because women, they file for, if they don't feel good in the relationship, if the guy's just not giving enough compliments and shit.
But before you
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just trying to real quick to go back to GB's point. For some reason, I also think that any man who enters a marriage and doesn't factor in that sex will slow a little bit, I think is I got what they say. I got a bridge in what is it? I got a bridge
got a bridge in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I got a bridge in Brooklyn I can sell you.
Yeah.
That kind
of. If she uses sex as a punishment every time she doesn't get her way, when you don't call the cable guy, or you don't call every time
wait. Usually
no buns for like a week.
Usually, that's not going to cause a guy to ask for divorce. That's going to force a guy to finding a woman on the side, right? I think that guys will file for divorce. I think guys will file for divorce more so faster than that when they come to the realization that they're being taken advantage of. Like, let's say that girl who, was with you for your bread or whatever, and, maybe it's not equaling, right? You know what I mean? Maybe you realize, she's robbing you or taking your money or whatever case. Usually guys are more, they're more possessive over kind of their things to a degree. Because like I said, it's not a lot. Usually guys will just keep the papers, whatever the case was, and just go outside and do some other shit and come on back, and then he's fine, because you know what, I did what I really wanted to do out there. So usually I think it's like, if somebody's like stealing, if the girl is taking money and usually it'd be rob, taking his money or something like that, I think usually is grounds. But it's a slippery slope, and I just hope that for any young person that is looking to get married, young folks, you have to know that it's not what it looks like on TV at all. It's not what it looks like on TV. You really have to take into consideration how much change this person is going to go through over the duration of the marriage.
For sure.
I always say, you got to love the person in the middle, right? Because a person could go left, a person could go right, right? A person could go left where they were ambitious, they were, hungry, they wanted things, and then all of a sudden, you got married, and they realized you all right, you got it. I don't got to do that no more.
Yeah.
Or you can love a person and they were just cool to help you out and be there for you and be there at the drop of a dime. And then they decide to grow some ambition, and now they working extra hours. So, what I mean? So you have to really take in consideration that probably the person you're staring at the altar is not going to be the person that you finish out with.
Absolutely.
That's all I have to say about that.
Sound advice.
Mm-hmm. All right, where we going next?
Yeah, right there.
Right there? Okay.
Oh, I think I got a comment on this one somewhere at the bottom.
Be 6 foot, have a 6-pack, 200 pounds, get jacked, no chicken legs. Don't go bald, low back pain, mobility, hybrid athlete, high rocks, marathon, ultra marathon, make money, lots of money, provide, mortgage, tithing, taxes, save up, buy the truck, buy the mom car, car brakes, car insurance, life insurance, home insurance, mortgage, have a nice yard, sprinklers, peptides, creatine, more creatine, protein, more protein, testosterone, TRT, steroids, pre-workout, less pre-workout, no energy drinks, no soda, no sugar, AI, Claude, ChatGPT, all jobs gone in 5 years. Thirst traps, porn everywhere, wandering eyes, podcasts, audiobooks, Joe Rogan, post on social, lock in, start a business, exit, 50 million, never work again. Real estate, S&P 500, Bitcoin, crypto. Don't be soft. Don't be a bitch. Wake up early. Go to bed early. No doom scroll. Track everything. Whoop, Aura, Garmin. Optimize. Grow up. No one's coming to save you. Be a good hubby. Date nights. Plan everything. Don't forget any dates.
Oh, you see my comment
Be
right
6 foot.
Yeah.
there? Wait, hold on.
Hold on.
What does mine say? Subscriptions. Can't forget flood insurance.
Go.
Kids savings accounts. Red light cameras. Jury duty. Pressure wash the house and the
Let's
gates.
talk about it.
Garbage goes out on Tuesdays.
Talk about
Smoke alarms. How
Yeah.
could I forget the smoke alarms?
Beep.
Parent teacher conferences. Staff meetings. And what else did I leave out, fellas? Yeah, gotta let you guys get it. I have my thought process, but
Yeah,
yeah,
that
that's
shit's
it.
fun.
In a nutshell,
That
You
shit
said
is
it's fun.
Yeah, man. That's just life, man.
that's
It's
life.
fun, yo. Options. Cause the thing is, you can't do everything. I love the balance of it. I love the balance of locking in and doing all the inside work in the wintertime and then getting outside in the summer and doing the outside work. So I really don't touch the gym in the winter. I mean, in the summertime. I'm outside, you know what I mean? I'm outside, I'm in the yard, I do my farmer work, you know what I mean? I get a farmer workout. I'm carrying rocks one side to another, going to the dump, dumping shit, doing shit. But in the gym, I mean, wintertime, pull-ups, push-ups, hit the bar, get your shit up. You know what I mean? Work, like
It never gets overwhelming.
it's a beautiful dance. You're doing the fucking heel toe, nigga, in the middle of jam rock with a rum punch. Like, nigga, it's a beautiful dance, yo. I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it for anything. I'd rather be who I am and take on the responsibility. The advice I would give to men, young men who are going to approach this is don't bite off more than you can chew.
Yeah.
Especially financially. That will be the end of you. If you can find where you want, if you could pick your spots and really like lock in and hit your short-term goals to long-term goals and then reset, you'll be fine. If you can have a 2-week goal, 2-month goal, 2-year goal, 10-year goal,
Give
and
me an
hit
example.
and rinse and repeat.
Give me an example.
Lose 10 pounds. Get my yard greener, get my grass greener than my neighbors.
It's one of mine. Maybe not the neighbors. but-
like come on, like, right? Get like 2 of the 5 pair of sneakers in your StockX bin. Spend time with your kids. You know what I mean,
Biggest one right there.
let's get on some roller coasters this summer. You know what I'm saying?
That's the biggest one.
That's a lot, though. You're talking about not
light,
biting off more than you can
light.
chew.
Nothing has to do with money with that. We could go to,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
But a lot has to do with money.
You know what?
Okay.
Honestly, I kind of feel like the way he explained it, yes, it does seem like quite a lot.
It was meant to be like that.
But I kind of feel like if you took all of that away, what would you be doing?
Nothing.
You wouldn't be doing anything.
I would agree.
You get what I'm saying? I kind of feel like all of those things,
they give purpose.
Yeah, they give purpose. Especially, you know, I think about, and also too, hopefully, fellas, you know, you find someone that could help you with some of those things, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, not all of that should be your burden alone. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
No, all of that is your burden.
No, I don't think so. I don't think
all of that. Everything he says,
well,
anything he said in that was a singular burden.
Yeah, but a lot of what he said was bullshit, to be truthful. He was just rambling shit off.
I mean, he's a little bit of a bro. So like the protein and the peptides and stuff like that. Yeah. He's a younger guy.
Yeah, you know.
But all that's in your head. That is your to-do list. That's nothing to do with you. Like, he ain't say anything like, you know, he said date night. He says get better sleep, take care of yourself,
right.
get in the gym,
right.
Strengthen your relationships, invest.
Well, yeah, let me
get better at work.
You're right. Let me take back
that's
let me take back bullshit.
Internal things.
Let me take back that. I don't mean to call it bullshit, but it just kind of lets me know how much further my life is.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
His list,
like that's 32-year-old, maybe 28-year-old. That's Jim Tan Long.
Yeah. My list is way more like we're adding in three of us. Kids got to go to dance class.
Let's go.
Bonnie sent that costume bill. We gotta, you know what I mean? There's oh God. Damn, speaking of which,
costume.
Yeah, you get costume bill. Tickets, you know what I mean? You gotta buy a ticket.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? But I do think that you know, this life is, it's funny because I have friends or a friend or two where they find it extremely hard to balance just the things for themselves. You get what I'm saying? Which is a scary thing. Sometimes, if you think about it as a father, sometimes you're too busy balancing everybody else's stuff. Your shit don't even get taken care of, or it's on the back burner almost.
Is it easier for us because we have partners? And
I would think so.
They're doing it themselves.
Nah, but okay. Just think of it this way. Everybody loves our kids here, but let's just remove children.
Mm-hmm.
Let's remove the beautiful babies. If you really just had to take care of you.
You're saying that now, at this point, after having kids and having.
Well, listen, I had my first kid. I had my first kid at 29, almost 30.
That's like Monday morning quarterback.
Right, but I had my first kid at 30.
Mm-hmm.
Before I had that first kid, on my path, I pulled myself up from the bootstraps, had a little place of my own, had a little car. Dig what I'm saying? I was working more every chance I could get. I was working. You know, I was actually probably in much better shape than I was right now. I think it's you can't. Can you keep yourself busy enough? I think for some reason without the substance, because I don't know. I just feel like the people, for some reason, it almost looks like my friends who are taking care of just themselves, they supplement that free time. Because mind you, it's free time that, you know, they really have free time. Like free time. Think about it.
What do you think they're doing with their free time?
Fucking drinking and smoking it away.
Yeah, well, hey.
Because that's on the table for them to do. Like, think about it. Can you really say you have free time without like the phone being like without having something over your head as far as one of your kids or one of your
carve
spouse
out.
or
I
whatever?
could carve
Yeah,
out an hour.
I
I
think
could carve out an hour,
yeah,
hour and a half for
I
myself a
think
day.
it's
2 hours, maybe 3.
But remember,
needed it.
something is
it's up
always
to you.
but something is always over your head.
Not really.
Oh, all right. Well,
I guess
something's always over my head.
that might be some type of anxiety or something that you deal with.
No, I mean, I still think about me chilling here with y'all, knowing I have to pay Bonnie in fucking 2 seconds. That's not anxiety. That's reality.
It's reality, but it's not in this moment. It doesn't really matter. You understand what I'm saying?
Until you guys, children, are on the stage dancing their pretty little hearts out, and my daughter is sitting at home because I couldn't get it. That matters in the moment until I got it. Right?
Okay, but you created the problem. There was no problem.
What do you mean it's not a problem?
It's not a problem. It's like, all right.
Is it now?
No, it's not a problem because it's
Okay.
like, all right. Now, if you say, yo, I'm unemployed and I have no money and I have to pay this bill, yes, that would be a problem, right? But the fact that
So it's only a problem because I'm working? It's not a problem because I work?
Well, it's not a problem with
It's not a
you
problem.
being here right now because it's not like we're taking away from you Uber eating to go make the money.
How do you know that?
This is
How do you know that?
Because I know you.
What's
Like,
that?
you
What
haven't
does
bought-
that mean?
You haven't bought me a chicken cutlet to the crib. Like, I don't know. You know, this time was going to be your time no matter what. I think what men have to do is take a little time to decompress and to understand that things are going to be all right, and they're not going to work themselves out, but you've already done the work, laid the groundwork for them to work themselves out. So the money's going to be there. There's no point of stressing over it. Now, when it's time to lock in and it's time to make those decisions to work the overtime or work an extra season or work a little harder, that's when you make the decisions to lock in and make that extra money for rainy days and for costumes and stuff like that. But when it's the downtime, you're just torturing yourself. It's like, it's like being an NBA player, being on the foul line, and you're beating yourself up that I didn't work on enough free throws. You're here already. Make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, do the work and then live off the work.
Mm.
When it's time to work, then you don't have anything to worry about on your downtime. That's my advice that I have to give to men. You know, lock in when it's time to lock in.
I think, especially young men, because he seems like he's a younger dude, and I don't know if younger cats just think like that in general. But that's what men are built for. You know what I mean? It's like we have the makeup to deal with a bunch of different things at the same time. Women deal with what they have to deal with too, and but we have the ability to not show or look like we're breaking a sweat while we do it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's just like, all right, this is what life is, especially when you're a man that does have purpose. So you have people that depend on you and that are your purpose. You know what I mean? It's crazy to me. You know what I was thinking about the other day is that like these dating coaches and stuff like that, like a lot of the red pill community, they tell guys like, oh, get your money up, get in the gym, and get on your purpose. But again, like a lot of people, like when they take on and stay single, but usually when people get into a relationship, they get married, they have children, that's when they actually have purpose. Other than that, they don't really have any purpose.
Yeah.
Which is odd to me. But anyway, like I said, we're men and we're built for it. So, as much as you're gonna complain about it, or it's gonna be there regardless. You know what I mean? Just kind of, you'll get through it. All right. So where we going next?
See what else on this. Let's go to that one under it. Let's go there.
All right. Tonight's conversation.
When I first met my wife, I was in a situation and going to prison. She rode with me the whole 3 years I did 30 days of being home. I married her. In the first couple months of marriage, I cheated with my ex. And hold on, in my defense, no matter what I do, how many tears I've cried or how much I put in, she won't heal. And how long does it take for her to actually heal, to see me for the man that I am and not the man that I once was?
You got this up, bro.
Wait, during the 3-year sentence, the first 6 months was great. After the 6 months, she dumped me. She had all the money, cars, everything, and left me. She did her own thing. She went on dates, and I stuck right there with her in prison. Steady sending me home. She was steady doing my part.
Where was you going? She wasn't your wife. Where was you going?
What other option did you have? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
How long has it been since the last time you cheated?
It's crazy.
It's been under 6 months.
Under 6 months.
I know right now that you are not analyzing her healing right now when it's been under 6 months. On average, it takes 2 years to get over one offense. And that is with the help of your partner in the healing process. This woman is probably devaluing herself because of something that you did. We don't never take the time to think about how we offend people and how we cause a process of devaluation to that person. You know how hard it is to look at yourself in the mirror when a man that you love has been cheating on you? It's bad enough I can't look at myself in the mirror, then I have to constantly be reminded every time I look at you. And then now you being performative, trying to do all of these things. It's A, B, C, D, E, F, G to make me feel good, but you ain't really got to the core of what you actually did to me. And you ain't do it just one time. You did it multiple times. There is no excuse for that. That woman needs time. Right now, since you being provisional, go pay for her a trauma therapist. Because you just caused this woman CPTSD. Go pay for her a therapist who's going to actually sit down and talk to her. And if it takes her 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, do you have the capacity to help her heal for the process that you created? Is that woman here?
Yes.
I'm not going to bring her up here. I'm not going to bring her up here. I'm not going to do that. I can tell you right now, wherever she is sitting down right now, she's aching even more because you got all these women in the audience who calling her a fool. All these women who sitting here laughing. All these women who booing you. And now she looking like, I don't even know if I can return to this man because all of these other women see you for what you actually are right now.
You be talking nigga soul right there, man.
Yeah, that shit is they really took the church formula,
Yeah,
and just put it into relationships.
yeah, yeah. But I think niggas needs a straight. Like, why would he do that in front of all them people?
Yo, I don't believe I don't be believing shit.
Okay.
I'm like, yo,
Well, you a skeptic, yo.
Yo,
What you
bro,
don't believe
like-
in, man? Yo, we gotta start another show. Shit that Ron don't believe in. You believe bowling is real? Do you believe like when we bowl the ball, it's really the ball that's making the pins knock down?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I can see
I'm
that.
just gonna just go throw random
I
things
can
at you.
see that.
No, but it could be magnets. It could be.
Like, yo, you think niggas is stupid? Like, you think niggas is
I'm
stupid?
asking you a question. I'm dead ass.
What?
No, if bowling is real.
Yeah. I think
bowling
bowling is real.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, yo, would you like if you was that dude, you would get up and say that?
If my wife, if Shorty that I was dealing with was trash, and I was like dogging her anyway, yeah. If I didn't have no respect for her, if I met her in jail,
Why would you care if she
think about
healed
the-
then? Why you care if she healed?
you don't care if she healed. You want them. You going up there with the Hail Mary that maybe they might validate you if they don't ask you enough questions. You going up there to just go up. She not going any. She probably overweight. Like she met this nigga, a nigga with a dashiki on and fucking boat shoes on. This nigga, she met this nigga in jail. Like she wiped this nigga. He wiped her in jail. Came home, dogged her, and she's still around. She not going anywhere. So he just went up there to get throw the Hail Mary. Like, yo, look, see, they told him. Like, yeah, I believe he real. There are people who play in people's face right there out in the open like that when they don't respect you. Now, if she have some surgery, she get a little BBL, she tighten up, you know what I mean? She'll be out the door and he'll be begging. But I'm almost positive I know what you look like.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
She's someone with no options.
Okay.
She up there with music, no child. You had to see the nigga, cool.
I saw.
Oh, you saw. All right. Yeah. Fake music, so child. Nigga. But yeah. Anything on that? Like, I don't know. I thought it was sound advice. I think they kind of, even if it's the church format, even if they're setting up questions for themselves to react to,
Mm-hmm.
they do a pretty good job.
No, I'll give them that credit. They, it's a whole bunch of women, right? That's how most black churches are. Majority women. Few do sprinkle around. I think it's like no hating, but I think it's the panel dudes. I think it's just like, all right, you got these single chicks here, or they in bad relationships. We say some fly shit. We line them up. We say some fly shit. Who I'm fucking tonight? That's what it is. I think that's how it goes down. Like
the groupies. I didn't even think.
I bet you they got mad groupies, yo.
Knocking them down. Yeah.
Knocking them down.
Off of he knocking them down off of reassurance and positivity.
All you gotta do is just like even if a chick is doing something wrong or she has the wrong disposition or anything like that, if you can validate her and make her feel good, she gonna give you that action. And then you got the preacher vibe, you got the minister vibe.
Yeah.
And there's that vibe. Like they marvel at whoever is the head of the church. I seen that, like my mom, like she gives ultimate respect to whoever's heading the church. It's like, I'm like, that's regular old ass nigga. Like, like, oh, pastor this, pastor that, like this ain't what
crack in the 90s. That's the crack.
But they marvel at this person. Like this dude is like, he's the second coming of Jesus Christ himself. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
like low self-esteem summer jam. Like, you're going that shit clean up.
They got Tyler Perry actors and all that shit. Yeah, like, all right, the clip wasn't really about them per se. Let's just talk about the clip itself, right? People just have to for the woman. That's the first thing I'm thinking about. It's like you got to have more respect for yourself. You know what I mean? People believe that you're going to get a blessing at the end if you take on abuse and you get done wrong, and they think
a blessing. No, but maybe you're buying something on the cheap. Like, I know we've all been there. You've looked at a salvage car before, right? Salvage title, and you look at something that maybe something that to some people will be completely worthless, but to you pull a couple of things together, and I get this thing on the road, and I'm not looking for you're looking to salvage a situation. You're looking to get something with very low expectations coming in with a high outcome.
But let's say a lot of times that doesn't happen. You know what I mean? It may not happen. So in this situation, I see like a woman will stick with abuse, and she'll stay in a relationship that brings her no value, thinking that there's going to be a big cherry on top at the end, or there's going to be something that's like, I know what I'm in this for, and when I get to here, I'll be good. But a lot of times it never happens, right? If you want to speak about God is not going to bless you. God put that in your face for you to leave. You understand what I'm saying? He put the disrespect, like he's not going to be like, I'm going to hide this little nugget in a fucking shitload of disrespect.
Why not?
No, disrespect. No, the disrespect is telling you to leave. That's
no, but wouldn't God
his
tell
sign.
you that there's something that maybe you got to pour into people to get the best out of them too? If you see that little nugget in them, that's the nugget that you're supposed to hold on to. God wouldn't have you just abandon somebody just because.
God will
I don't believe the shit I'm saying myself. I'm just trying to get my God back. I don't got it yet. I don't got my God back yet. Cool.
I'm not gonna say that I am like well versed in the Bible. I'm not I'm not well versed in everything, all things God. But I'm assuming the same way He tells you to love other people, He would probably tell you to love yourself just as much or even more. You understand what I'm saying? And if you do love yourself, you're not going to deal with a certain, a level of disrespect, right? You might give some people grace, but if somebody is constantly disrespecting you and you're sticking around, like you think that man, maybe you think that dude is gonna, since you held him down in jail and he cheated on you and all that stuff, and you went through all that, he gonna marry you or some shit like that?
Yeah, I was there for you when nobody else was.
But when he don't,
I held you down. When I gotta. But you gotta understand that person.
Why you want to marry him though? Why you want to marry this nigga?
Because you trying to get value on the cheap. My market value.
That nigga ain't shit.
But she really ain't shit in the free market. She looking at it like, yo, I have no value in the market.
Why? How could a woman not have no value in the market?
She don't look the part usually.
Okay.
Right? The things that matter the most to men.
There's always a market though.
Yeah, but not really. But if she wants to exceed her market, if she doesn't want to get another, if she's out of shape, she doesn't want to get another out of shape nigga.
We're making an assumption because we didn't see
listen, my eyes be working. I see the shit. All right. So usually the people who are in the market for men who are, in jail are people beneath usually other people's means. You know what I mean? So they go out there and try to outperform. They go to the jails to outperform what their market value is. What? Am I saying something wrong? If I'm saying something wrong, please correct me.
I don't know if that's always the truth.
Okay, usually it is. Nah, I'm gonna hold him back, especially if you meet him in there. If you met him outside and you went in, that's another situation.
Yeah,
if you meet somebody in there, you know what I mean? That's in jail. You try to play magic tricks, and when he come home, and you expect things to change, that's when they jokes on you. Because on top of that, this person doesn't have any kind of this person's in jail, so he's a shitty person anyway.
Sometimes we get dealt we get dealt raw deals.
Yeah,
right?
I feel you.
Would you? All right.
You laughing while you saying it, nigga? You don't mean that shit.
No, I'm just, he went to jail, so he's a shitty person anyway, right?
Niggas in jail. The fuck? I'll be trusting jail niggas. Oh shit.
Have you ever
trusted a
have
jail
you ever
nigga?
no,
Nah.
have you ever or would you ever treat a woman like have you ever been like very, very disrespectful to a woman? Like badly, like, yo,
Man.
I had to say, like, yo, I did her wrong.
Yeah, you're gonna be proud of that. Yeah.
But like verbally, like
No,
verbal
not verbal. I'm not like a mean nigga, but you gotta treat them like they're not. Yeah, you don't want to say it on camera, but yeah, ain't no fun at home you can't handle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I guess that's pretty bad.
that's rough. When you grow up and you think about it, you just not like your proudest moments.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Like, you ain't got no pussy? Oh, you can. Pass my mind. I got more than enough.
Shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
I want to do that today. Not my proudest moment.
Oh man. All right. So do we got anything? We got
I think we good. We good. No, we got one more. Right?
Let's jump on a couple more because we had a slow start and we had the malfunction with the.
Let's go to the bottom one. I think Corey Cool sent that.
I think I sent this one.
You sent that one over, okay? Because it was like we just had a conversation. No, go up to that one right there.
This one right here.
Yeah. Let's have a conversation about that. I was just on the phone with two of my good friends, and we were having this very conversation about their kids living in a family house, and they should be kind of doing more and going out and go getting apartments and paying rent. And I'm like, that's not what a family house is for. If there's room for everybody and everybody's comfortable, stay in that house. Help, of course, with the bills and the upkeep and everything like that.
Yeah.
But stay there until you can afford to buy a house.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't really make any sense. Like, that's the way you leapfrog at the situation. It's like the projects were built on the premise of people just going out and, I got to get out the house when I'm 15, 16, 17 years old. I got to make a play. Like, okay, so go take on that $500 rent, and then you're going to be stuck there. You're stuck in that rat race. Yeah. But I feel like if you're helping, if you're in a situation where you're helping and you could save money and, but let's watch the clip here.
You will not be able to buy a house in the town that you grew up in if you grow up in Nassau or Suffolk County.
People are coming in with more money down than they ever did.
If you have money, it's a simple process. This is not brain surgery. This ain't rocket science. You got money or you don't have money. And the people who have money, I'm finding, are people that live in multi-generational houses where grandma, grandpa, all the kids live together. And then the first kid gets a house, they move out. And then one of the brothers moves in with them or a sister. And then they save again, and the next family member
because
buys
they're
a house.
stockpiling their cash.
That's the buyers that are buying and paying these big bucks now. This ain't the kid from Belmore who go buy a house now relative to where I grew up.
So it's very, very, very competitive.
And they're pooling their money. So we get pre-approvals or we need bank statements, and there's 7 bank statements.
There's 7 accounts. It's tough if you have 3%, 5%. If people are coming in with 20, 30, 40, 50%, a homeowner is going to be persuaded to maybe take one of those.
Can you do that? Can you pool your money? Like, if you're going to show, can you show all those bank accounts? You said like they're pooling money, so they're showing 6, 7 bank accounts. So all those people could be listed on your mortgage?
They could.
Right.
They actually could. Hold on one second. Yeah, you actually could. Of course, there, certain communities, they do this a lot.
Okay.
Definitely the Indian community.
Hispanics.
Right. They do it also.
Yeah.
I want to say Asians too. Like
kind of blacks are kind of left out a little bit. Like, you think the blacks kind of, what is it, pride, or what is it? Niggas messing up. I've known people that had generational houses and mess it up. I've known more people to blow their generational houses. A lot of people that grew up in their grandma's house don't have those houses in the family anymore.
All right, so
people moved in that house. Adults moved in that house because no one paid for nothing.
But that's the difference. The only difference is the fact that those people never have the ambition to go out and buy their own house. They just want to live there to live there for free or for cheap. They're not using it as a stepping stone for them to save up to buy their own. You understand what I'm saying? So, because realistically, when you hear, and this is why I feel like Dame will start some shit, and then niggas be like, fuck that nigga. That nigga's broke. He's this, he's that, and then niggas start using his whatever his ideology and his lingo, right? He's gonna start talking that family office shit, right? Right. So then it's gonna be like, think about if you did it the right way, where as if I have my house and then I let my kids live in here until they buy their own houses, and then they do it, they continue to do it. It all goes back to this, to the same shit anyway. Like the thing is, like, a family's net worth should kind of be tied together. Not all together, but in a sense, it should be like, all right, yo, we have assets together.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think Black people, generally speaking, we focus more on having cash and money in our hands and things like that versus having a net worth, right? Even
there's a lot of pride, isn't it? I think there's a lot of pride that comes into the play too, though, too. Because if it's like a brother and sister that moves into the family house and they're in the house, right?
mm-hmm.
If the brother is down on his luck and he's not really paying anything, the sister's gonna be reluctant to pay anything too, because she's gonna feel like she's being taken advantage of as a part of keeping this thing going. Let's have somewhere to live. Like,
See,
okay,
and this is what I'm saying.
but that's a pride thing too. Like,
no,
that's
there's
the
like
thing where it's like,
there's a fundamental difference between Black community and other communities, right? And the difference is the fact that in the Black community, when you stay home in your family house, it's because you have to, right? Whereas in other communities, that Indian family, the son is in college and he's going to be a lawyer. And even as a lawyer, when he's in the field and he started his career as a lawyer, he's making money. He's still living in the house where he doesn't really have to. He could go out and get an apartment and start spending his money on the apartment, but the goal is to save up money in order for him to buy a house. And he's going to stay there. And he'll even maybe he might get married. He might start starting a family. And then he gets to the point where he can move out and buy a house. He's not going to.
Then talk about the other layer of it is that you're giving relief to the older person in your family too. So you're contributing. You're not paying the full rent that you would pay in the market, but you're contributing. You're taking on a couple of bills. You're putting something in, and that's taking a burden financially off of your older, even maybe retired. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
People that own the house and everything like that.
Absolutely.
It's just an ecosystem that is beautiful. I mean, I used it. You know what I mean? Like I moved out of my parents' house into my own house. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
When it was time for me to go and to go rent an apartment, I looked around. I looked in the basement, and I'm like, okay, we got some junk down here.
Mm-hmm.
I built a basement apartment. You know what I mean? And I paid rent in that basement apartment. I built my own apartment, made my own entrance, put my own kitchen, put everything down there, paid. I mean, I didn't pay full market value, but I paid, according to what I put into the house and everything like that. It was a decent amount, and my brother did the same. We stayed there, and so we bought our houses. You know what I'm saying? And I hope to do that for my daughters. I hope to, and I would expand. You make the house bigger, you're there.
But what happens in our community, when we get a job, we get a career, we start getting money, it's like, I'm out of here. I'm gone.
Or
I shouldn't. No,
mom or dad is putting you out.
No, there's that part also.
Right.
Yeah, there's definitely that part in the Black community, but also a lot of the times, the ideology of the child or the parents is, you making such and such amount of money, you can afford to get your own place, right? So,
why don't people just see it as money wasted? Like, why would you give someone else money? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, it's a sense of freedom. Like, all right, if the household is toxic, if the household is, if it's a bad household, if you're gonna be paying and you're still gonna be treated like a child, there are reasons to leave. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But all those things aside, if it's a pretty good relationship, let's find a way to A, lessen your burden, and B, lessen the burden on your peoples. And you got that apartment, the house is gonna be worth more. Maybe another family member might move in when you leave.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you just keep this thing going. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It worked for me. The second layer of that is buying a house just seems so impossible now.
Well, yeah, this is Black people may have to do it just out of necessity because, well, a lot of communities have to do it out of necessity, but there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be totally priced out, especially over where we are. Shit.
Because rent is high too. They popping up all these Avalons. They got all these buildings up. They got everything up.
I don't
like,
understand.
Where are people going to live?
I have no idea. But you know what? I was thinking of like a business idea because I'm like, yo, there is going to be a need for cheap housing and really, really cheap housing. Whereas I'm not saying because out the business, but not necessarily a shelter, but like sort of like a bare bones type of living situation. What? Because they're not building affordable housing. They're building all luxury buildings around here. That's it. Everything. Yeah, everything is luxury, and it's like the starting point for a studio in these new buildings is $3,000. Shit is crazy, bro. Crazy. So, I don't know. And the thing is,
come on, what's your idea? Let's hear it.
What?
They said you got an idea.
I'll talk to you off the camera.
Oh, you may get a free game. Okay.
Yeah.
Luxury trailer home. Everybody can put a trailer in your backyard.
Yeah. Shit. That might be.
I'm seeing a little pod. The little pod is like 14.
Yeah.
It'll pay for itself in a year.
Yeah.
You rocking and rolling.
And you know what's gonna happen probably is that
then they got that pod. I get the whole crane, throw the whole pod away, nigga.
The townships in the village, they may start zoning cribs where you're able to add an additional like mini home or something like that in the back of your crib or something like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Get a little doghouse.
Yo, bro. Like,
we make it bad. We make it like that.
Because there has to be a bridge, right? Where, like, I think this is going to be detrimental to the middle class community or the middle working class, and it's going to affect probably the African American community more than any other community, where they're not going to be able to develop any type of net worth. Like the majority of people, average Americans, the majority of their net worth is tied to home ownership. You know what I mean? So, and if they don't have that, they're not going to have a net worth. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Wow. All right. We good to go?
Yeah.
All right. So we want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Cigars and Whiskey podcast. What'd you think about this Clyde Mays?
Cool.
Clyde Mays.
Cool. I got the hiccups. Really reminiscent of a bourbon. Not the biggest. I just kind of feel like bourbon's a little too sweet.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm a bourbon guy.
Yeah,
I'm a bourbon guy.
A little too sweet for my blood, but
yeah, I like it. It's definitely on. It's definitely, I would say, a little bit sweeter than your kind of your average bourbon.
Yeah.
But I like to know that. Definitely was tasting that dry fruit.
Yeah, and that apple.
And all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, guys, check out the Clyde Mays original Alabama style whiskey. And let us know what you guys think of it. All right. Are you drinking this? I think it's a pretty good value at $25 a bottle. I don't know how long it's going to be. $25. You know, I think it's pretty good. And it actually got a 93 at the, what is that? The Ultimate Spirits Challenge. So check it
I
out.
see that.
Pick it up at your local wine and spirits and let us know what you guys think about it. All right. If you are not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do at Cigars, the Ensign Whiskey Podcast. Again, Cigars, the Ensign Whiskey Podcast. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications so you know when we have new content coming out. Also, follow us on Instagram at Cigars Whiskey. That's Cigars with an S, Whiskey, Cigars with an S, Whiskey. All right, Corey Cool.
What up, though?
Let the people know where they can find you.
CoolUniversity.com.
All right. And with that, we want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Cigars and Whiskey Podcast. We will catch you on the next one. Peace.
Peace.
Peace in the Middle East.